Alright, what's going on YouTube? We are doing level 14 Silver Oak Outpost on the Iron Challenge Veteran mode. Starting off with our upgrades, we have the Master Architects, Iron Will, Pit Lord, Fear of the Damned, and Soul Echoes. And as usual, we have a level 10 hero, although I maxed out. Alright, and we are back. So this is an interesting level. It's an Iron Challenge, so we can only use the furnaces and the boomerangs, and we start off with several different harassers. So I tried a couple different builds, and I decided that I was just going to, what worked best was just to put most of the points into the harassers and have the furnaces at a couple of strategic locations. You can see right around the where the path goes around the furnaces. Those are usually the best places to put the furnaces just to get the max value out of it. And we have a couple goblin boomerangs. A level 3 to start off with, and then a level 1 down at this area. And then we just put our points into the harassers. You can see level 3 harasser, a couple level 2 harassers. Our hero is just going to be chilling at the bottom right. This is where the enemies will start spawning, so just put everything you have at the bottom just to kill the recruits quickly. Again, I know I said this before, but the harassers, they count as effectively 2 towers because they do archer. They're like an archer tower, but they're also like a barracks. So putting a lot of points into them this level is really good because there aren't really that many enemies that they can't handle. There's nothing like heavily armored, so it just makes sense to put more points into the harassers, and they're generally better than the boomerang because of how much more DPS they can do. Both the boomerang and the cauldron, the furnace, are very situational towers that require a lot of setup to be good, whereas the harassers are just generally good at almost everything they do. So you can see I'm putting most of my points into the harassers. 2 level 3 harassers already out. I did get a level 4 boomerang at the top because that was a very effective spot for it. But for the most part, I just focus on the harassers. And I kind of had my hero just move around and responded to things as he needed to. So you can see he's just down there chilling. And up here at the top, when I see my guys start to get a little bit low, I'll go ahead and upgrade him. The Griffin just being very annoying, but I think he does get finished off by the boomerang and the harasser towers. The priestess are very vulnerable to just having reinforcements dropped on them, so that's a great target. And we have a lot of money, so I get a level 4 harasser tower at the top, and then my hero is just down there at the bottom. I do decide to drop a soul impact just to kill off a lot of those little guys. And what I do here is I start putting a lot of points into the harassers, so I might go for the arrows just to increase their DPS, and that adds so much more arrows. And these griffins are really weak against the arrows, so you can see they're doing a lot of work against these griffins. And anything that has low amounts of armor, so a very effective tower. And we do put another point into the furnace down at the bottom right because it slows everything and does a lot of damage, and there's just a lot of guys, so everything clumps up and they just take lots of damage. And for the most part, I just went all out on the harassers. You can see just full upgrades for the arrows. We also put some points into backstabs. And you can see single target versus these guys in the armor. They're very good. I think they have like one grade of armor, so it's still a relatively squishy unit. And harassers just make pretty short work of these guys. the harassers versus the elves. You can see they're getting shot back at with the arrows. And our hero's just, he'll be at the bottom for a while, because he's just going to do as much stalling as he can. And now that we had the DPS pretty much maxed out, we slowly start to upgrade the furnaces as well. Notice I don't put any points into the goblin boomerangs. I don't think that great. And there we go. Pretty short work of the enemies, so very simple level if you set up right. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.